Hello YouTube and welcome back. This is episode 2 of our Let's Play. Last episode we did the tutorial, finished the hub. We automated iron plates, iron rods, and copper wire. This episode we are going to start working on some of the unlocks, but we also unlocked biomass. So before we do anything, we're going to grab these leaves. Yeah, it's going to kick off our power. We're going to convert everything we got into biomass. Everything in here. There we go. Biomass lasts quite a bit longer than leaves or wood in the burners. And then the first thing we're going to work on unlocking today is solid biomass, so we'll be able to further process this biomass into solid biomass, which lasts even longer. So we have to spend less and less time feeding our burners, producing power. Wood obviously produces quite a bit more biomass than leaves. Up and running. And check our unlocks. Normally I would like to go through things in order, and getting these splitters and mergers are definitely a must. Field research, we like the inventory slots, we like the extra hand slot, we like the man. And it's weird that they put this all the way in tier 2, but obstacle clearing gives us a chainsaw, allows us to get biomass much easier, allows us to make solid biomass, gives us some inventory slots, and once we unlock this, we'll begin clear cutting, getting us plenty of biomass, and then automating biomass. And then when we're done automating biomass, we'll automate some concrete, and after this, we'll try to get logistics so that we can run our machines in an efficient manner. First things first, set our milestone for obstacle clearing. Need 100 wire, 100 cable, 100 concrete, 500 screws. So you're gonna need quite a bit of this limestone over here. Probably make a couple trips over here. Over here we'll finish getting the rest of this pier. It didn't last long. We'll grab rods to make screws. Grab my inventory again. Make up some concrete, as much as we can at the moment. Some more cable. Make some extra here just so we have some. And we'll need 500 screws. Actually, we'll need about 660 screws. I think it takes 160 to make the chainsaw. Another episode or two we'll be done with this manually crafting, or at least done with it for the most part. You're never truly done with it, but getting the majority of it out of the way is kind of nice. Excuse me. But yes, I'm very much looking forward to not handcrafting anymore. So understand this game is actually based off a game called Factorio, a 2D kind of factory building game. I've never played it. But in that game, I understand that you have to set up turret-type defenses to protect yourself from the alien monsters. In this game, at least, you don't have to do that. The only monsters you're going to have to fight are the ones that you clear away to build your stuff. I do believe there are respawns eventually. There are only respawns in an area that you don't have power set up, from what I understand. So if you have a powered machine nearby, the things will not respawn. That's including the foliage, the monsters. If you don't, then eventually, supposedly, they'll respawn. I'm not sure exactly how all that works with the latest updates, but we'll find out, I suppose. Let's see, we need some more concrete. Have to go get some more limestone. That's not gonna last as long. Actually, you might as well just sit over here and do it by hand. It'll take a while. Really nothing else to do until we get this done. It takes 3 limestone to make 1 concrete. I think we have about 40 concrete on us at the moment. This is the problem with impure nodes. It takes forever to mine them. We'll actually be processing our limestone off of the pure node up the hill from here. But we'll get the chainsaw, we'll clear that hill first, and then we'll set up our biomass automation, and then we'll set up our concrete automation off the limestone node up the hill, the pure node. What we got here? Not much. That might do us. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, it should do us. We'll just make it all. this off into
Milestone reached.
space.
Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood. Additionally, R&D inflated your pocket dimension.
Pretty cool. I love the animations in this game. Now, building a chainsaw. Good deal, we got everything. And then we will need some solid biomass to power the chainsaw. That's another thing we unlock, solid biomass. Solid biofuel. We'll just make a few of these by hand and then we'll go out and start clear cutting. Will do us, and we'll make some room in our inventory. So we'll put wire away, that away, cables, anything not necessary to cutting down trees or biofuel. Keep this on us just in case we get in trouble. There we go. As you can see, we can actually cut down these larger trees now. And it's an AoE effect, so when it cuts down a tree or whatever you're cutting down, it cuts down everything around it. So we'll just kind of clear our little work area here, and then we'll move up the hill and work on our concrete area. You'll notice that we'll get some limestone because this actually will cut down, somehow, rocks. So if there's a rock in its area of effect, it'll actually cut down the rock as well. Yeah, that's pretty clear. So limestone. Got that little impure node over there that we've been working off of, and we'll need to grab that miner as well before we go up and set up the limestone.
Milestone exchange completed. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Up this hill up here somewhere is another limestone node. Yeah, 174 meters. There we go. And this node is pure. So this is where we'll set up our miner. And now we'll just fill up our inventory with biomass. Get this out of the way so we don't have to do it again for quite some time. There's. trees almost look like tree ants, don't they? From Lord of the Rings. Love how it hits everything in an area. Excuse me. Inventory's getting full. We want as much wood as possible, so I'm going to start sticking to these trees and start ignoring the leaves. Forward, that's what I'm talking about. Anytime there's a rock like this, there's usually something worth getting on top of it. I guess not this time. And the inventory's full, so we're going to head back. Look at all this clearing we did. Get it from there. Just like we freshly mowed the grass, doesn't it? We're a long way from having a base built or making the yard look good around the base, but believe it or not, that can actually make a big difference when you're decorating a base later on. You know, the landscaping around the base can look really good. Leave a tree here or there, cut down everything around it, that type of thing. We need to make a little room, put the berries away, put the flowers away, put the nuts away, chainsaw away. And we'll grab some rods, some plates, some wire. some leaves in here for now. Concrete. Go grab some more concrete actually. We'll need the concrete to make the power poles when we automate the biomass. So. Start with the storage container. Make the space over here now. Put this close to our biomass. Set up the constructor. This is going to be making solid biofuel. We'll load this up. Set up another constructor. This one we want to leave a little space for a splitter because we're going to be doing this twice. And having more cable is great. For that I'm going to need more wire. Excuse me. I'm a chain smoker, by the way. I got the smoker cough going on. I know it's annoying. I'm sorry. Grab these leaves. Still have to leave some in there. This constructor is going to make biomass out of wood. I'll load that up. And we're going to put another one in right here beside it. This one is going to make biomass out of leaves. Then we'll put some storage containers. Build everything up, we'll be able to put our wood directly in here. It'll feed this machine, which turns into solid biomass. Leaves directly in there. Feed this machine, turn it into biomass, into that machine eventually once we get splitters. To turn it into solid biomass. But for now, we're just going to work off wood, and we'll stock up leaves. Put our leaves in this one. All of our wood in this one. And we'll need some power. We need another biomass burner, I believe. Yeah, we're running pretty close. These bigger biomass burners actually produce 30, I believe. this, 30 megawatts. The smaller one's 20, these bigger ones 30. Okay. Another power pole here. Connect to that. There we go, we got solid biomass. Every 60 wood per minute. Produces 300 biomass per minute. The leaves, on the other hand, only produce 60 per minute. And then this can take up to 120 biomass per minute. So really, one wood, actually, assuming we had an infinite number of wood to put in here, would actually feed several of those machines. We're just going to leave it as is. And until we get a splitter and or a merger, and we'll merge this into here so that or either leaves or wood can't feed it. And we got our first stack of biomass. We'll let that build up while we start working on concrete. Let's see, what do we need? Oh, got some more leaves in here. A little bit of rods, reinforced, we need rods, plates. I need more cable, unfortunately. Let's scrap these. I think we're actually good on concrete for now. A bunch more cable. Need a lot of plates to run the conveyors all the way from up that hill. Grab another stack of rods. Three stacks of plates, puts this little stack. And we're gonna need this miner over here as well. Actually, while we're over here, fine, not bold. And this is why we always leave a connection. Miner Mark 1. There we go. Wire's too long. Okay, now we'll need the belt from all the way there down. Now if you click once, you can rotate with the mouse wheel, you can rotate this sideways, and if you raise the mouse up, you can raise these belts up so you can walk on it. Makes it a lot easier not to clip through these hills if it's way up in the air like that. Plus, you can walk under it or drive vehicles under it later. Across this power line. So they're raising it all the way up. Lower it a little so it doesn't clip the line. And we'll come to ground level here. Build our constructors. Actually, let's back this up. Right. That's a pure node, so eventually we'll be able to go to 120. Now these belts, let's go into the build menu. These belts only carry 60 resources per minute, but our Mark II belts will carry 120. And that miner on a pure mode will give us 120. So we're going to go ahead and build 3 constructors out here. Now eventually, right now we're just going to build 1 because we don't have the logistics to make it work, but I want to have room for all 3. Concrete. Throw our limestone in there. Yeah, we got limestone coming down the line up there. Out of here. See, first we'll build another storage shed right here. Belt from there. Okay, that's our biomass. Check that. Excellent. Right click will split a stack in 2. So we're actually going to pull that out, put that in. That out, put that in. Pull that out, put that in. Dump this into there. Okay, these all should last quite a long time now. Look how slowly that's burning. Burns much slower than it did with leaves and even biomass. Okay, our next milestone we want is logistics. This gets us our splitter, protectivity display. We have everything we need, but a little bit of wire, so we'll go grab some wire.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Okay, so we now have splitters and mergers and conveyor lifts for up and down. Okay, I think I'm going to end this episode here. When we come back, we'll start working on optimizing all these setups and get a screw line going. So we'll make each of these setups run efficiently. And then we will set up a screw line in the way that it's meant to be set up so that we run 100% efficiently on screws as well. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.